In this particular video, I am going to talk about in the React how you can use the React and Node.js to build this type of basic application. So as you can see, this is a dynamic form that in this particular video, I am going to talk about how you can build it. And there is a header. You can see in the header few link you can see. One is the task and another one is the task list. So these are the tasks. Okay, so suppose if user is login, then they will able to visit this task or task list. Otherwise they will not able to visit these links. They will they will see another link like that, login, sign up, forget password, like that. And here it is a logout. So this is the, you can see this is the navbar or header, and in this particular header these links will be visible. If you will logged out, if you will click here log out, then in the right side, as you can see, login, register and forget password, this type of link user can able to see, and here other link is disappeared. So how we can build this type of basic application? This will give you some basic idea about React.js, how you can do. So definitely this video will be very helpful to you. So it's my suggestion to watch this video till the end so that you will able to understand each and everything very clearly through this basic application. So this is a basic application, but this will help you a lot to understanding the React. Okay, so one link is for the login and another one is for the register and another one is for the forget password. So if you will provide here the email ID, then the email will send to the that particular email, and where the OTP or the link will be available. If someone will click on that particular link, then they will able to reset the password. So this is the basic flow. So let's log in because I have already registered. So let's register once again for your better understanding. Like you can say admin1@admin.com. It is very simple, and here provide name, here the one, and the name should be admin1. Okay, and the password, eight times 1 I have provided here, and then clicking here the register. So now user is you can see here that user is registered successfully. That's why I got here the login page. After the register, the user will get login page. Otherwise you can also show the means after register, they since account is got created, so why need to log in? So you can also show your resources, protected resource as well. But I have provided these things. However, you can do that thing also. So now I am going to provide here the email ID and the password. The password is 12345678, and now I am clicking the submit, and user is successfully logged in. Okay, and here now you can notice that task and task list, two link is available, other link is disappeared, and here is in the right side it's logout. If you will click here the edit button, then you can able to update the username. So here I am going to provide admin for testing, suppose for test, and the email ID I am not going to update, and password. If you want to update a password, then you need to provide the current password, and this is the toggle. If you click here, then new password and the updated password you need to provide. So this is basic flow that I am going to discuss about in this video. So in this way you can also able to update the customer details. So since password is required for the security purpose before going to update, so I am going to provide new password, current password 12345678, and now if I will click here the submit, then user updated successfully. So now user updated successfully, but here user is not got updated. However, it should be updated here as well. If you will refresh, then you will able to visit, you will able to see the correct name. So here if you click here, then you can see the welcome to admin for test. So you have to build the dynamic and in this way. So let's talk about it. Okay, so here I am going to project, and this one is the my app. My app is a front end, and the backend in Node. This folder is for the backend where this made in the Node.js, and this is for the front end. So I have already started a server through the npm start command, as you can see, and here I have started through node-mon index, the backend. It means front end and backend both is started. That's why you will able to see this screen. Now the first step in the React is to src folder. Now I will talk about other thing in a later on. If you will face any issue, then you just need to comment and I will explain. I will create a video, but since there are lots, very few visitors are coming, that's why I am not making a deep video on each of this file and their detail of this file or folder. So just need to understand some of the important thing only. So here in the src folder, you will see the index.js. So here the index.js is the basic, and the first, this is the first file that will be after running your application, this will run. Okay, so this is the entry point, you can say entry point of your React application. So actually I will talk about this code later on, so just leave it as it is. You can notice here that provider, here you have used the app another component. So this is the basically another component you have utilized, and basically you are rendering these things to the root. So basically in the public folder you will find one file which is the index.html, where you can notice that it is a root. So it means that the entire application will get append and here, okay, in the id root. So through this selector you are appending something whole application, because in the React index.js this is basically rendering all about your whole application. Okay, and again this is divided into different component as well, like here it is the app component, as you can see, another component. So the actually this will be rendered due to the app component, and some of the other component related to authentication, JWT authentication. I will talk about these things later on, and if you will comment or like and ask to make the video very soon, then I will also make. But since as you know that very low visitor are there in my video, that's why I will plan to make after some time, because I need to build once again to show you. Okay, so now go to the app component. So this is the functional component, this is very basic, and app component is also after the index. This is the important file, because everything you are doing in the app.js. Also you need to understand that if you want to include any CSS or any JS file, then the best place that you can import is the index.js. If you will include in index.js, then it will be available in your whole application. This is the place, or you can do in app.js. So this is also a good place where you can provide any you can import any of the file that will be available for the whole application, and some of the JS or CSS you can also include in the index.html file here in the link. Here in the head section or in the in the after the body you can provide. So this will be available for the whole application. So this is keep in your mind. If you want, then you can do these things. So now let's go to the app.js, because this is, as you know, that this is very important file and you have to understand about it. So after index.js you got another component which is the app.js. Okay, now let's talk about how to make this type of header. This is type of dynamic header. So for this here also the important is here the routing. In the application, in the React application, you have to manage the routing. As you can notice, there is nothing here, but if we click here the task, then routing is task. If if this is a route task, then what should happen, which component you will display to the user, you have to define. So you have to do all these things. Okay, so that's why it is like that. So here it is a router. So how you can implement a router, you just need to Google it so that you will understand in a better way. So this is the router, and you need to provide all the link here. But here you can notice that another component is here available. Okay, so this is the layout. So this is the functional component. This functional component is the app component and returning something. So this is returning router. Router, it means routing related stuff. And this is the layout. Layout, it means one another component, let's say, and this another component have some content. The content is division, this one. So this one is the, as you can notice that this one is the, you know, for the layout, this is the content. Okay, so this is the component layout. Now let's go to the layout so that you can understand the better way. So I have to go to the layout. Layout is obviously it will be imported. So you can see here that it is imported here. It is a layout. So just I am going to search from Control C, and yeah, this one is a layout, just opening in the new tab. So as you can notice that here the extension is JSX. Why JSX? You can use either JS or JSX. If there are lots of JSX code is involved, JSX code, it means the HTML code, but here you can notice some of the differences. The difference is like class name, the class, since this is a class and N is a capital, in this way you are writing certain little bit different than HTML. So basically we are calling a JSX. Okay, so this is a JSX code. It is little bit different from the HTML. Almost it's like HTML. Okay, so no need to confuse about, no need to make any confusion about it. So since I am my focus area to understand about how to build your application, what is the approach, how you will build this type of dynamic form, all this stuff, that's why I am briefly explaining the thing. Okay, so you understand about it, what it is. Now this is basically a bootstrap classes. Okay, we have utilized the bootstrap classes. So for using the bootstrap classes, you have to import it. So as you know that if you will import in the app.js, then also it will be available for the whole application, or you can use to the here index.js. In the index.js, you can notice that this is the imported JS file of the this is for the bootstrap, and another one is for the, you know, you can see the index.css. Let's see what is there. So maybe here it is imported. So in this way you have imported first. So make sure that import the bootstrap, then it will be work. It is very simple. If you will install the bootstrap to the npm command, then definitely it will go to the node module file. So you can go to the node module and bootstrap dist or maybe the css to get a css file and import in this way. So this is very simple one. Okay, so as you can notice that this is the division, and make sure that in the React, in the return statement, whatever you are returning, make sure that it should be wrapped in the opening or closing tag. It is very important. So here we have used the div tag, and here in the div tag we have wrapped all the HTML or JSX code. You can also do in this way. Otherwise you can use the fragment. Fragment is also the way you can use, or you can use like this one, and then here it will be this will be closed. So you can also this one. So as per your suit, means which one is you like, you can utilize. Okay, here you can also notice that we have utilized here the null link. So this is the null link for this is the logo. If you click here the null link, then this will be go to the root domain, means in this case localhost 3000, and if you will host it in some other domain, then maybe it will be a domain name, so it will go to the domain name, because in the null link 2 is something like that. What is a null link? Let's talk about these things. So null link is if you will search here in the Google, you will find in a better way. So this is the reactrouter.com. okay, so basically null link will provide you some of the some of the important property like active class name, active style, is active, like that. You can utilize to make it more, add more functionality to the link. However, you can utilize the link also, only link, but using the null link, you will get a lots of other other styling. As you can notice, the special version of link that will add style attribute to the rendered element when it's match the current URL. Active class name, active style, exact, strict, is active, like that. So this is the 2 is active. It means here it is a you can see this is a functions written, okay, arrow functions written, and it is returning that it should be active or not. You can do. So there are lots of things you are getting here. Active style, then like that you have added a style. Active class name selected, like that. So suppose, as you can notice here, that task is in the white color and task list in the fade color. Why? Because task is active route. Okay, this task is active, that's why it is a it is in the white color. If you will click here a task list, then now task list becomes white and this is becomes a fade color. Why it is? Because user will able to identify that in which route they are. So if they will click here the task list, then they will know that they are in the task list, and if they click in the task, so they will understand that they are in the task list. Sometimes it's maybe a lots of confusion for the user to understand about it. Okay, to understand in which route or in which tag they are, so they will identify very easily. That's why we need to use. Why it is possible? Because it is possible because we have used null link. However, it is also possible through the link, but it is very complex to manage. So that's why we can utilize very easily in this way. Okay, so you understand about it. So this is for the logo, that just a logo, and okay, and then another, this is the button, just leave it. And as you can notice that some of the link we are showing based on the user authentication. If user is authenticated, then we will show this link, otherwise we will show a different link. So for this we have utilized like that props.login. So here as you can see that we have used the Redux to get a login detail that user is login or not. I will talk about these things later on, because if I will go deeper in this, then the video will be very long. So that's why the basic funda is that we are getting information that user is login or not. If user is login, then we will show this one, and if user is not login, then we will show this one. So obviously if user is login, that we will show the task and task list, 2 link. Otherwise we will show login, register and forget password. Very simple. Okay, so here you can see is active, and we have used the check active. Check active is the method, and location, they are getting a location, that location dot path name. This is the another method. Okay, and we are getting the information that the route is activated or not. Just think about this. If you will understand the basic funda, then of course you will do some R&D to fix this issue. Okay, so this is the thing. And if path name is that active, or we are showing in this way as well. So this is all about these things. So I think you understand about it, about this layout. I know that some of the doubt you may have, so you can ask uh, through the comment, or you can reach out to me through the WhatsApp, so that I can talk about more about, means if you will get any confusion, then I can clarify your doubt as well, because in the comment section you cannot post your code, you cannot post the screenshot, so certain limitations are there. That's why the personal WhatsApp window I open to you guys. Okay, now you can notice that there are the content. So this part is the content part, and based on the uh, route, we are showing the component based on the route. So that particular component is opened or is showing here in this section. So that's why in the layout we have passed the content, and we are getting the detail of the content as a props.children. If you will do the props.children, all the thing which is written here, will be available at this place. Okay, so these things for the header, it is already completed. As you can see, it is closed. And another is the component. It means after this header, this part is the content part. Okay, this part is the content part. So we have shown the content as a props.children. So this is all about layout. So I hope that layout is cleared. This one is the cleared, and router is also get cleared, because in the router, if you want to utilize the routers, so this is the basic syntax. In the router you have to define the route. So if path is this one, that component is home component. In otherwise for the other it is another thing. But here you can notice that we have used another component and passing something as a props. So what is this? This is the guest route, and this is the auth route. So you can notice guest route, auth route, something like that. So basically we have created this route, this component, guest route, auth route, these things, and passing some of the detail. What detail we are passing? We are passing a login. One important thing, if you are learning the React, if you are beginner, you need to understand props or state. Props and state is very, very important. This keyword, if you will not understand properly, then you will not able to understand the React. So make sure that you have to understand about the about props or state. So here it is a props. Props is something like that. If suppose in the other technology, other programming languages, you are using the functions. So functions, sometimes you are passing something as argument. Okay, so if the bunch of code, same code is required multiple times, then so writing multiple times the same code, instead of writing this thing, you can make a functions or a method where you can pass some of the parameter, and based on the parameter they will return some value, or maybe they will do certain thing. Okay, so this is the basic scenario. Similar thing is here. You have created a component. Whenever it is required, same functionality, you just need to call it as like a functions. But here, as like a functions have an argument. You are passing some data, some argument, and based on the argument, the certain thing is happening. Similar thing is happening here as well. So based on this props, here the argument is known as the props in this in the React. So this is the props. The props name is path and the component. So you are passing, and based on that, this component is behaving. Okay, so this is the login and this is the register. So guest route, it means the route which user can visit before login. So this is the guest route. It is for the before login. Obviously, login or register, they will able to visit before login. And then you can also notice the guest route is forget password, change password, and something like that. Okay. Now some is the auth route. Auth route, it means if user is logged in, then you are showing some route. So if user is login, then you are showing the task list, task detail, and providing some ID. Based on ID, you will able to visit the task list. Okay, so auth route this is. Now I think it is clear to you. Again, if you will face any doubt, definitely reach out to me through the WhatsApp or through the comment.